Hello, Tiffany here with Cards Crafty Creations. Today's project is an Easter project. Using this cutting board I got from Hobby Lobby during the Valentine's Day stuff. That's why it has a heart on it, and I probably got it 40% off, I would think. These go, like, when they get these, they go really fast, so can't really wait for them to go on sale further than 40% because they're just gonna be gone. So I bought like 4 of them, and then I got this little box picture frame thing, whatever it is you want to call it, from Michael's, and I think they're like $1.99 or 99 cents or something. So what I wanted to do was add it to the cutting board and then put a little kind of small diorama in it for a Easter decoration. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the staples out and the twine off, and then I gotta take the bracket off the back because I want it to sit flush onto that cutting board. I mean, the cutting board is gonna be you could hang it on a wall, like definitely you could put it, nail through that heart on the top, or you could set it up against something. You'll probably have to lean it a little bit, otherwise it might be a little front heavy with that box and the diorama, but we will see. So anyway, I'm going to do a painting. This is just a matte folk art paint. I'm not sure. It's like a cream linen color, not white, not cream, kind of in the middle, and just do like a rough painting on that so some of the wood still comes through. I actually prefer to do that because when it shows the wood color, it gives it texture, and sometimes when you paint it like solid color, then it's thick on there, and so I kind of like just doing these little washes on it. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the box so that it all matches together, and I'm gonna do a lot of different things with this one. And I'm gonna get some tissue paper and add that. I'm gonna do wax on it. I have an image of a bunny, as you saw, in a little dress at the beginning, and that's gonna go in the box. And then I'm gonna do some moss, kind of all the same type of things that I do with dioramas. So that's what this is going to be. And I'll be using hot glue, paint, E6000, and actually I did not know E6000 comes in different colors. Like, I've always had the clear, but I accidentally got white one time, and so I didn't know it had white. I don't know why you would want it, because if you're gluing something, you kind of want it to be clear anyway so you don't see the glue, but I have white, and so I use it on things that it doesn't matter if you see the glue. You won't see the glue because it's going to be on the back of the box. So anyways, but yeah, so I'll be sticking this on with some E6000 and hot glue and get it stuck onto that box. Not the box, the cutting board. Sorry, I'm distracted today. I'm doing this voiceover on my lunch because on Thursday evenings I have a long day of work, and then I call my nephew and I talk to him and I tell him hello, and he screams hello and goodbye at me, and then he screams a lot of other things, but I just enjoy hearing that very first hello, hi. No, not hello, it's always hi, but I do enjoy that. So that's usually my Thursday evenings, and then it puts me behind on doing my voiceovers, so doing it on my lunch break, which is causing me a little stress because I need to get back to work because it's tax season and I have a lot of returns on my list. So anyway, here I am adding that tissue paper to the cutting board. I thought it would just add some like extra interest having this like text on there, and I don't have to stamp it, and it kind of goes with the theme. And so, I mean, the text doesn't go with the theme, but the color goes with the theme, so I thought that would be fun. So I went and got that out of my stash. It's just tissue paper from Hobby Lobby. Got it ages ago. It'll probably last me my lifetime because you would only use a little bit of it anyway. So that's what I'm doing here and on the box to kind of tie everything all together. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm using matte Mod Podge because I use glossy and have always and forever used glossy, but one of the pictures I made for my mom with the rabbit, the Alice in Wonderland picture with the rabbit head, I used glossy, and then she told me that it reflects light because it's glossy, and then you can't see, you know, all of its beauty when the light is reflecting off of it. So I ended up getting matte, and that's kind of what I've been using lately to do these projects, so that there isn't that light reflection on the imagery, and then it kind of takes away from its splendor. So I've been using that, and I'm gonna sand all the edges down. That's what I do all the time. That's very typical. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I get wax out and wax the edges, also distressing it some. So but yeah, that's what I am doing here. So now I'm getting the wax out, and I'm just gonna give this a little bit of distress look so everything kind of blends and meshes together. And then I'll go ahead and glue the little photo box onto the cutting board. And it actually fits pretty perfectly and covers up pretty much that whole intersection. So that was a good sizing there, in case anybody wants to do this, but maybe with a different image. But I kind of liked it because it gave me some more dimension to work with. Oftentimes I just decorate or embellish the cutting board itself, and I thought by doing this box on there, it would give me some space to do a little diorama. So yeah, and this is my hot glue gun, which is awesome because it's battery powered, so I don't have to worry about the cord. And you know, the ones with cords like never stand up, they are always falling over, and that's just kind of irritating. So my husband bought me this this one by Ryobi, and we have like a million batteries, so I just keep changing the battery out. But this thing gets so hot, like it will melt your skin off. It is so hot. So I usually don't bring it to my project. I usually take my flower to it or whatever I'm doing, but when I'm gluing something this big, I will bring the glue gun to the project. And then this is my box of moss. So I have a small, like, I don't know, I've been having an identity crisis, a crafter's identity crisis, because me, I craft, like crafting is my persona. Like, that is part of my makeup of who I am. And so I'm just, everything artistic, everything creative is just what I gravitate towards. And so I've been watching for a while now, a long while, maybe a year, all these younger people that have these YouTube channels, and they make cute stationery and stickers and mouse pads and t-shirts and sweatshirts and bookmarks and all this kind of stuff. And I've recently come across people who have sewing channels, and they make makeup bags and keychains and just all kinds of stuff. And they have their successful business entrepreneurs, they go to markets, they have Shopify's, and they become so successful that that is their job. That is what they do all the time. And I have been like trying to be like, oh, that's what I need to do. I need to do this. I need to create, I need to add sewing projects to my channel and my store, and I need to create stickers. And I was like, surely I can, you know, my animals are very characteristic, and I was like, I need to turn them into cartoons. I need to turn them into cards or stickers or whatever, just because animals are just very creative beings, and if you know how to draw, then you can turn them into cartoons. And it would just be, I'm just like, that's what I need to do to be a successful creator, and do that on a more regular basis. And I'm always trying to tell my husband, we need to do this, we need to do that. And he's like, so I've been having this identity crisis in which I keep thinking that all these other creators that I watch have figured out the formula to success, and if only I could do that, then I would be successful too in creativity. And I've been struggling with it for quite some time. And as I'm watching myself make this project, like, I have come to realize that this is my creative self. Like, I draw and color and do that kind of stuff? I could, but that's not what I do. And can I sew? Yes, of course I can sew. I've sewed lots of things. I've sewn clothes. I've sewn purses. I've had a whole era of time in my life in which sewing was my thing, and I can do that, but it's not what I do. And I'm starting to realize, and I said, Tiffany, you can do those other things. You can draw, and you can turn your animals into cartoons and stickers, and you can sew bookmarks or keychains or whatever you want to sew. You can do that, but that's not what you do. You do things like this, and I'm a paper crafter. That's what I do, and that comes very naturally to me. I don't have to struggle through it. I'm driven to do it. Unlike drawing or sewing, I'm not driven. Am I inspired sometimes? Yes. I can be inspired by those people, but I am not driven. That is not part of... Now, that's not saying I couldn't ever do it, but this is what I do. And that's what I need to focus on, is what I actually do. And so making albums, like scrapbook pages, photo albums, cards, these little mixed media projects with paper and flowers and moss and all of that, that is what I do. That's who I am. And so I have come to realize that, and that is what I'm going to be focusing on, is who I am, and not trying to replicate someone else's success. So it may take me a while, but that is what my goal will be, is to do what I'm made to do, and eventually it may be successful one day. So if you enjoy this content, and if you enjoy seeing me make scrapbook pages, photo albums, mixed media projects, I've been doing a lot of mixed media projects. And what started this conversation was my box of moss, because I have been making dioramas and cloches and the Alice in Wonderland rabbit head picture, these cutting boards, and that's what I do. So that's what I'm going to embrace. So if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, and come back for some more projects, because I've got a lot recorded, things like this, things, photo albums and so forth like that. So if you do, please like and subscribe, and come back for some more content like this, and hopefully this will inspire at least one person out there to do some mixed media. Anyways, hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks. Bye.